Thanks. Well, it's a National Farmers Market Week, and it's highlighting how important those local farmers markets are in communities. And tonight, Siouxlanders filled up 4th Street for a fundraising event that showcased Siouxland's local farm fresh food. Now, during the Sioux City Farmers Market's 2nd annual Planted and Plated event, guests enjoyed a multi-course farm-to-table meal that featured seasonal ingredients from our local farmers market vendors. Guests gathered at 2 long tables stretched down 4th Street near the corner of Nebraska Street. And chefs from Main and Abbey at the Hard Rock Hotel helped create the meal, and Crumb helped create the dessert.
Really just to open people up to finding out about the farmers market and making this unique event in the city. Like, nobody's done anything like this out right downtown. So we knew it would be something that would really spark people's interest.
And a perfect evening it was for it. All the proceeds from the event will go toward the Sioux City Farmers Market and Food Bank of Siouxland.
Right down the road from that fundraiser was the Sioux City Farmers Market's first ever night market. There, the community had the chance to shop 11 different local vendors. Normally, the market is open in the morning every Wednesday and Saturday during the summer. But this new night market gave those who can't attend in the morning a chance to check it out.
We have a lot of people that just can't make it during those morning hours, and we've just heard it throughout the years, and it's something I've always wanted to try too. So that was part of the precursor for doing that, and just bring in a whole different new faces that haven't seen these vendors yet.
Tonight's market was open from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m.